And Critical Mass is back. I'm Rich Bonaducci with the Standard Examiner.
Hey, that sounds new. I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm getting done with ShowtimeShowdown.com still.
And we've already talked about Nightcrawler and Birdman, both of which we both liked.
Two of the best movies of the year.
Yeah, and you should go see them.
We're just going to keep throwing that title out, maybe.
Maybe. I have a feeling that both of those movies may be up for Movie of the Year as well.
Okay.
But
Yeah, I hope so.
we got another one.
Yes, we do.
Interstellar.
This is the one I've been waiting for
Okay.
all year.
I have not been as much.
That makes sense to me.
I do not worship the author of Christopher Nolan as much
Okay.
as some people.
Okay.
I will admit.
I don't want to talk about the plot. Let's take a look at the trailer.
You're a well-educated man, Coop, and a trained pilot.
And an engineer.
The world doesn't need any more engineers. We didn't run out of planes and television sets. We ran out of food.
Dad, why did you name me after something that's bad?
Oh, we didn't.
Murphy's Law.
Murphy's Law doesn't mean that something bad will happen. It means that whatever can happen will happen. We must confront the reality that nothing in our solar system can help us. Now you need to tell me what your plan is to save the world. We're not meant to save the world. We're meant to leave it. And this is the mission we were trained for. I've got kids, Professor. Get out there and save them.
I have no idea when you're coming back.
I'm coming back.
We must reach far beyond our own lifespans. We must think not as individuals, but as a species. We must confront the reality of interstellar travel. Murph, I love you. Forever.
I'm coming back.
The reason I didn't want to talk about the plot, Rich, is that the trailer was kind of, it doesn't give you much.
True.
It's uninspiring, and in fact, holds back so much that, you just have to see this movie to experience. You can't even tell people about this movie.
For a long time, actually, all I knew was, okay, kind of a space thing.
Earth is dying,
Yeah,
gotta go to space.
gotta go to space.
Yeah.
And they started to let out a little bit more detail, and I almost didn't want to know.
Yeah,
I'm like, I just want to go.
okay.
It's enough that Christopher Nolan is doing it, frankly, and space, I'm there.
Space.
I'm there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus, I gotta go.
Well, hopefully you enjoyed it at the same time.
I'm just saying, I'm going
So,
anyway.
You were saying this wasn't one you were looking forward to, or at least weren't like waiting on the edge of your seat.
No, and the reason why is because Inception and Batman 3. I thought Batman 3 pretty much sucked, and I think Inception is wildly overrated.
You're crazy.
So there.
You're crazy.
So there.
I'll give you. Dark Knight Rises had some major flaws,
Yes, it did.
but it wrapped up a great trilogy and actually made all parts stronger.
I disagree.
Let's talk about. We can't talk about Inception. This will be another ranting one, much
That's
like our
right.
X-Men one.
That's right.
Inception is not overrated at all. In
I
fact,
think
it's
so.
not rated enough.
I think it's overrated.
You're wrong. Your opinion is wrong. Let's talk about Interstellar.
Okay, let's talk about
So I don't
Interstellar.
think you like this movie.
Hey, you were super excited about it, so let's hear about it.
Okay,
You saw
so-
it in IMAX, right?
I did not see it in IMAX.
Oh, I saw it in
was
IMAX,
not able to
okay.
make the IMAX screening, which I was more than sad about. But it gave me an opportunity to see it in 35 millimeter film.
There you go.
And I'm watching this movie going, this is really grainy. This feels like an old, like a late 80s, late 70s kind of film.
Huh.
Everything on the farm was just really kind of blurry. And I'm going, this is weird for such a big budget movie. Oh, wait, this was intentional. You even see cigarette burns on the side of the film. And I'm going,
Oh, wow, that's interesting.
I kind of love this.
Okay. Did it change when they got to space?
It changed a little bit, but at that point I said I wish I could be watching this in IMAX because there's a reason for all of this stuff. But still, yeah, there was a little bit less of quality, I would say. But it was a great experience though because I felt like I was watching, which I think is what Nolan intended, kind of a Kubrick 2001/Spielberg sort of look for 35 millimeter.
You can tell he was going for that anyway.
Yeah.
With a lot of it. I mean, even in IMAX, just to let you know, the obviously the space stuff looked amazing in IMAX, but there was an issue with our screening specifically with the soundtrack. The bass was cranked up so much we thought we were all in D-box like type seats.
Yeah,
and
that's
it was
too bad.
so heavy that it overpowered the vocals.
Oh, that's too bad.
It was really hard
because
to hear in
there are
spots.
so many details that honestly, this is a 2-time watch. I'm just going to put it out there.
I agree.
Because you miss a lot of the speech, especially in your case,
Yep.
that you go, there's some science here that I don't get now that maybe next time I will.
Yeah, like and we couldn't hear much of Michael Caine's speech
When
And
he
a-
was,
when he was in the
understood.
hospital.
Sure.
We didn't hear a lot of what was happening during action sequences
Oh, that's too bad.
because it got so loud, the voices were drowned out. So I'm looking forward to seeing it again.
I recommend you
way.
do because I caught all of it.
I'm definitely going to.
I caught all of it. I'm still going. Okay,
Okay.
I need to process this again.
Okay.
In fact, there are many critics online saying this is science meant for kids. I'm sorry, quantum physics of black holes it's hard to tackle in film because no one quite knows what's beyond.
But that allows you to have fun with it.
But that allows you to have fun with it and say 5 dimensions, possibly.
I thought that was kind of cool, actually.
It was kind of amazing.
Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool.
And there were several times in this movie where I'm going 3 hours, by the way.
Just about.
It requires some patience.
Yeah, pee before.
Yes, seriously. But I'm going, they're really going there with this? And then all of a sudden, wow, okay, that just saved it. There were moments that just made me say, wow, whether they were emotional or visually breathtaking.
Okay.
Yeah.
Can you name one without blowing it?
A lot of the family stuff got to me. The actors crying, or Michael Caine crying is always, a thing. But there was a moment where the Endurance is spinning after an accident, and the other ship is trying to catch up to it.
Yep.
And I was going, oh, this is really, really
Looks great
cool.
in IMAX. It looked great in IMAX.
Don't rub it in.
It did.
Okay.
There are also some very emotional parts. But part of it, we won't get into it too much, is Einstein's theory of relativity. If they get too close to the singularity, time changes for them. Even if they accomplish their mission, they come back home, and everyone they know is either super old or dead.
It brings up that question.
Yeah.
It brings up the theory of time. I mean, family love becomes this universal theme. It just takes, it's kind of like a casserole of themes
Yeah.
that in the end bakes together
You got a stew.
perfectly. You got a stew.
And one of the things that they do is how they communicate via, interstellar Skype.
Sure.
People are getting older as they're talking to them,
Mm-hmm.
and of course they're not aging at all, and that's really powerful too.
It is.
There are a lot of good things
Which
about this.
is
movie.
almost kind of like, I enjoyed the beginning so much, I was sad when people started growing up.
Which I
Matthew
think was the
McConaughey
point.
and his daughter Mackenzie Foy, the chemistry there was just,
Yep.
it was great. It was so emotional. Of course, it's a family angle, and
Sure.
it's gut punching you basically, but at the same time, it worked.
Yeah, it works, and I think it's necessary.
It is
because
necessary.
The whole point of the thing is, okay, we can go and do this, but we have to leave people behind. to do
Exactly. It
And
becomes
how
very
does that affect you?
it becomes very sterile immediately when they leave
Yeah.
for a while. But
It's a mission.
You still have that family thing at home. That
sure.
And Matthew McConaughey
Yeah,
continues his upswing.
yeah. Even with that Lincoln commercial, he's
It's
yeah.
true.
Yeah, he really is. Yeah, and a surprise.
There is a surprise. Don't read too much
surprise
about it, please.
Actor in there
Yeah.
that I didn't see coming, and does a pretty weird job. I mean, a good job, but I didn't expect them to be that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, it's interesting. Also, one thing I loved is there's a robot named Tars.
The robots are awesome.
When you see him, you're going,
Come on. They're so cool though. By the end, yeah.
yeah. I mean, on the water planet, for example.
Yep.
You're going, this is so cool. And what I love about Nolan, and this is my Nolan shrine, is practical physical effects.
I agree.
Building everything that's on screen.
Yeah, there's a ton of really, if they had done it CGI, it wouldn't have been as impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No green screen in this movie.
The other thing that I like, that I wish he'd done, though, is that the robots have voices just like yours and mine.
Yeah.
And so when sometimes people are answering and you don't know who everyone is yet, I'm like, what, was that the other guy or the robot? I wish they were just slightly robotic.
You may have not heard Tars speak a lot because in the action scene, Tars was responding a lot.
Could have been our bad.
And Tars is actually a kind of a comical robot. Like,
yeah, they all have like a little bit of personality program.
Yeah, pretty angsty.
Yeah.
And he makes for the levity.
Yeah,
because the movie is very serious, but the robot is the funny part.
Yeah,
he's no Marvin or anything, but still.
Thank goodness.
Yeah.
Well, I agree. The robots are great.
I walked out of this movie going, well, I can't recommend this to a lot of people. Because a lot of people, they like movies. They want to see a fun shoot 'em up, whatever. And that's fine. I like flicks. But when I want a film that I've never seen before, even though Nolan even says, yes, I borrowed from 2001. It borrows from Sunshine.
Sure.
It borrows from a lot of movies, but kind of perfects the formula.
Okay, I liked a lot about it.
Uh-huh.
I didn't like the ending as much, but I am going to go see it again because I missed a lot of that dialogue, like a lot of people in the theater, and I'm hoping that it's better. But I think there's a moment near the end, of course I won't get away, where McConaughey has an epiphany and basically explains what is happening because there's some confusing stuff.
A lot.
And I'm pretty sure, again, I didn't hear it well, but I'm pretty sure what it basically came down to was this makes sense now because love.
You're right.
Okay, that I think is
There was a bow, but it was such an intricate bow that I was along for the ride. I don't even feel like I can't talk about this till I see it twice.
Yeah.
Knee-jerk reaction. Great.
Okay, I'm not a great, I'm a good.
Okay.
I think we're flipping with Birdman.
Yes, we are.
I'm in the B+ range. I think it's certainly done very well.
Yeah.
And the setup, like you were saying, I almost like the setup more than the payoff a little bit.
Sure.
But
no, but everyone, Anne Hathaway, Jessica Chastain, everyone did such an amazing job.
Yeah.
It's an A for me.
Okay, it's a B+ for me.
Yeah, which is still very fair.
A go see it
because
movie.
there are flaws to be had.
Sure.
But as far as like a film that challenges me, which is why I love film, it's an A. Okay, so what a great week.
Yeah, really good movies. Go see them all.
Honestly, spend some money.
And if you can, see Interstellar on, in my opinion, in IMAX. Holy crap.
In my opinion, on IMAX as well, because I'm going to see it this weekend on IMAX. So go see Nightcrawler, go see Birdman, go see Interstellar. Know that with Birdman and Interstellar, it's going to get trippy.
Yeah. They are not for everyone, but for the people that they're for, they're awesome.
They really, really are. So
yeah,
a lot of agreement here, and so pretty great. So we just like to thank you for watching. I'm Kent Dunn once again from ShowtimeShowdown.com.
Rich Bonaducci with Standard Examiner and Salt Lake Mag. Next week we'll be talking Big Hero 6 because we didn't quite get to it for this week, and also Beyond the Lights and Dumb and Dumber 2.
Yeah. All right.
I guess we'll see.
20 years later.
Yeah. And remember, as this show showed, we're not cynical.
We're just critical.
Yeah.
We promise.
See ya.
Bye.
Look at this.
Hey, that's
but
legitimate.
I'm going to do this just so I can tell because this is going to be a little bit weird to, for me to keep together. There it is.
Do we need to hit the button?
It should be on.
Are we recording?
It should be. But I will, I did want to flip this around. Yeah, it is.
Okay.
Just, we often don't have the red light on because it freaks people out.
Really?
Yeah. As soon as the red light comes on, people are like, oh. So you can shut the tally light off. Anyway, here's section 1.